This limited edition Seiko 5 is pretty cool, and I'm gonna give it to one of you. First off, I want to say thanks. I've been doing this for about a month now, so not very much time at all, and I already have 1,000 of you guys subscribed to the channel, so I want to say thanks for that. The whole idea behind doing this has been fun. When I first got into watches, I started watching videos on YouTube, and it's kind of what ignited this passion for something I never thought I was gonna like nearly this much. And so I like doing these sorts of videos because it reminds me of when I first got into them. And it's because I like the format of YouTube. When I give you my thoughts and impressions, it gives you a little bit more information about a watch that you might be interested in buying yourself. To that end, I want to say thank you in a more appropriate way. This is a limited edition Seiko 5 that was a collaboration between Seiko and Worn and Wound for their 10th anniversary. So this has a lot of the attributes of a normal Seiko 5, but it has a few characteristics I think that set it apart. When this first got released, I immediately bought it because I wanted to see what it looked like. And I was thinking about doing this channel, and so I wanted to use it as a review. I can tell you from my experience that it's one of my favorite Seikos that I've handled, especially in the Seiko 5 line. So I'll put the specifications on the screen, but what I want to talk about is generally the design of the watch and why I like it. First off, this has an interesting texture to the dial that I think is really interesting. It's got basically like a honeycomb type pattern to the dial where it's got these divots in square formations that are turned on their head. And then those outline the entire outside with these painted numerals and a red triangle at the top. So it looks like a traditional Flieger watch. But then on the interior, it has a gray sunburst inner dial with 1212 markings on those. So it's got basically a more dressy military dial on the interior of a textured Flieger dial on the outside. So it's got an interesting depth there where it adds that extra element that most Seiko 5s aren't going to have. It also has an interesting handset. The handset is like a syringe handset with both the hour and the minute track. And then it has a lollipop seconds hand. And then it has a black day and date wheel, which I think actually does a better job of disappearing on the dial. It looks almost like a drop in color, and so when you look at it, the date wheel doesn't stand out, whereas most models with like a white honeycomb style or a white dial are obviously gonna have a white date wheel. So I find it interesting that they went with black, and I think it's a nice touch. I'll tell you generally from my impressions that I like it quite a bit. It wears very similarly to my Hamilton mechanical, except that it's a lot tubbier. It's a lot taller. That's not a detriment. It doesn't make it unwearable, and I don't dislike it in any way, but in terms of wearability, that gives you a baseline kind of idea of how it feels on the wrist, at least if you've worn one like those before. It's got drilled lug holes, it's got a mirror polish on the side, brush finish on the tops of the lugs, a see-through caseback with a Worn and Wound graphic there on the see-through caseback itself, says limited edition. It comes with two straps. One is this nylon strap with what looks like a calfskin interior, and then it comes with a NATO strap that specifically came with this watch with a really cool blue-gray hue on it. So when I wanted to say thank you, I thought what better way than to give out a watch that you can't find online firsthand anymore, that you have to buy secondhand through eBay or something like that. And I don't know if they're at inflated prices now or they are going to be, but either way. As a note, I have no sponsors. YouTube does not sponsor me. I own this watch completely by myself, and I'm giving it away completely by myself. So I just want to make that clear. There are 3 steps to enter the giveaway. The first is that you need to subscribe, and the reason why I'm doing this giveaway in the first place is to subscribers, so please do that if you haven't already. If you are already a subscriber, great. This is why I'm doing this sort of video. The second is enter a comment down below your favorite Seiko 5 model. The reason why I want to do that is because I want to do a side-by-side comparison of a lot of different Seiko 5 models, and I want to try and find the best ones that are out there. The third thing you have to do is just go to wristswap.com and enter in your email. That's it. On the 25th, I'm going to pin one of the comments below, and then that's going to be the person that won the giveaway. So if you check back on this video, you'll see who won. I don't want to go through too much on the watch because I want whoever gets it to kind of form their own opinion. Thanks again to everyone that supported the channel so far, and we'll see where we go from here. This giveaway is going to be open until May 25th. On May 25th at midnight Eastern US time, that's when the giveaway is going to end. That's when I'm going to figure out exactly who won. I'm probably going to do then a video of my wife and I figuring out who won, and then we'll just then ship it off and send it to whoever won. I'll see you guys on this video in 2 weeks. Till then, take care.